Oh no, you're under contract to either buy or sell a house and it didn't appraise. What happens next? That's the subject of this episode of Real Estate Unlocked. Hi, I'm Melissa Spittle, the local real estate expert in Carroll County and the surrounding areas in Maryland. The appraisal is one thing that always stresses out buyers and sellers because, let's face it, a house must appraise in order for a buyer's loan to be approved. Appraisers don't care what other houses are listed for. What they care about are the other nearby homes that already sold in recent months. Appraisers compare those houses to the one they're appraising and come up with the home's value. That dollar amount then gets submitted to the lender. The hope is always that the value determined by the appraiser is more than or equal to the price in the sales contract. Oftentimes, houses do appraise, but sometimes they just don't. What happens when they don't appraise? There are several different resolutions. One thing that can happen is the buyer and seller agree to reduce the price to the exact amount of the appraisal. This can be a hard decision for sellers because they think their house is worth more and they were counting on selling their house for more money. For buyers, though, it means they will buy the house for less than they were expecting to pay. Another thing that can happen is the price stays the same and the buyers pay the difference using their own money. Not every buyer has the ability to do this, though. In a competitive market like we've been seeing, many buyers are offering to pay over the list price and are guaranteeing up front that they will pay the difference if the house doesn't appraise. A third thing that can happen is the buyer and seller renegotiate the price and agree to meet somewhere in the middle. In this instance, the buyer must still be able to pay more than the appraised value using their own money, but the new price is lower than the original price in the contract, and the seller is still selling the house for more than it appraised for. A fourth resolution is to challenge the appraisal. Now, this can become complicated because there typically needs to be a mistake in it in order to challenge it. If the appraiser used outdated data or left out a comparable home that sold, it might be worth the challenge. But challenging an appraisal just because you don't like the value that was placed on a house doesn't necessarily give you the grounds to challenge the appraiser. If you find yourself in this situation, rely on your realtor and lender to guide you. If you found this video helpful, here's another one you might enjoy as well. If you're thinking about selling your house, it's important to price it right so it appraises. The best way to do this is to contact a local real estate expert like me who can find the best comparables for your house. Click the link in the first comment below this video to get started. You can also find it in the description box. And if buying a house is in your future, you can fill out that contact form too. It's never too early to put a plan into place.